Three German Air Force fighter jets have flown to Romania to support NATO's mission there. That follows several other troop deployments. American and British warplanes also there to reinforce the NATO alliance in Eastern Europe. Dominic Kane is live for us now in Berlin with more on this. So, Dominic, is this essentially sending a message to Putin that we're ready for whatever happens?
Yeah, you need to see this as the sort of gesture that the Germans can do straight away, as it were, to bolster the Romanian Air Force and to send a message that, OK, we're with you. We understand the concerns you have given what's unfolding on your doorstep, as it were, in Ukraine. It's clear that these three Eurofighters will not be used in any way in Ukraine. They're there to provide some reassurance, although it is only three Eurofighters. It's not three squadrons of Eurofighters. Also, it's worth noting that the German Navy is sending one small vessel, a corvette, to the Baltic Sea to be a visible sign of their presence to the Baltic states. Remember, they are on the eastern flank, the Baltic states, of NATO. You might say on the western flank of Russia. And so this is, as I say, we need to perceive these gestures by the German government as reassurance and solidarity for member states who have borders either with Russia or with Belarus. Germany saying, yes, we are there with you, and this is what we can do straight away.
And what else have we been hearing on this? Tell us about what else we've been hearing on this, Dominic.
Well, one of the other things to bear in mind, Hazem, is that it's not just this idea of bolstering, of sending small contingents of aircraft, or indeed dispatching a small vessel to the Baltic Sea. There's also the other prong, as it were, to the German approach, and that's the sanctions suggestion, the agenda of sanctions, the idea of the unilateral and the multilateral. The unilateral effect that the German government brought in was a couple of days ago when they said, right, Nord Stream 2 is not going to get certified until further notice. But then there's the multilateral side of things too. We know that the European Union was discussing yesterday in Brussels what form sanctions would take. And we know also that the US government and the UK government were very keen to see Russia denied access or cut off from the SWIFT payment network, the worldwide money transfer system, as it were, between banks. The German government and to a certain extent the Italian government and French governments were resistant to that. Germany saying that actually that could have a crippling effect on many German businesses that have trading links with Russia. And they also have said that they would like to see the Swiss government come in alongside the EU, the US, the UK, Japan, in imposing sanctions. So, as I say, we need to view these as there's a twin track approach, as it were, that the German government is doing right now. On the one hand, reassure NATO member states on the eastern flank, and on the other, talking about the kinds of sanctions they can really impose. But they are facing questions about this SWIFT access, with the serious conservative politicians who are not in government anymore saying, why can't we do it?
Dominic Kane live for us in Berlin. Thanks, Dominic.